everybody, it's Dr. Joe. I've got Wonder Girl with me and we're going to show you some stretches and exercises for turf toe. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So turf toe is basically when you sprain the ligaments in your big toe, and it's called turf toe because it happens a lot of times in football players or soccer players who are playing on turf. You kind of stub your toe and then you sprain those ligaments. So let's start off just propping your foot up so you have a little bit of room at your heel. Room at your heel. So you don't have to use a roll. You can just put it off of the edge of a bed, or if you're in a chair, just prop it up on the other side or something like that. But give yourself some room to move the foot around. So this is going to be a combination movement. It's you have to really concentrate on it, and I have a hard time doing it, but I will say it as I go and try and do it for you. But my toes are not as flexible as other people's toes. So what you're going to do is you're going to point your foot downwards. As you point your foot downwards, you're going to flare your toes. So you're going to point and flare. And then you're going to pull it up into that dorsiflexion. And as you pull it up, you're going to curl your toes. So it's down, flare. It feels so weird. And up, curl. So hopefully you have a little more movement in your toes than I do, but if you don't, that's okay. You're just trying to get the movement. As you can see, not everybody's going to get a whole lot of movement. So just start off with 5 to 10 of those, since it feels very weird. You don't want to do a whole lot, and then after it becomes easy, you can work your way up a little bit more than that. So the next ones are going to be sitting in a chair. So now you're going to do a towel stretch. It doesn't have to be a big towel because you're really just stretching those toes. Make sure you put a lot of weight on your heel, a little bit of space up top so you can grab onto the towel, and then just pull upwards, but you're basically keeping this part of your foot down and pulling your toes up. So just pull up that way. Remember, you don't want to go to pain because those ligaments are already sprained. You're just trying to stretch them back out, get everything loosened back up. So hold it for about 30 seconds, come back down and do that 3 times. Just a nice stretch, especially in that big toe there. After you're done with the stretch, you can leave the towel down and then do toe crunches or towel crunches. So you're just basically trying to scrunch up the towel with your toes to make them work and exercise in there. So as you can see, I'm not great at it. You don't have to be wonderful at it, but you're just trying to squunch it up and get that movement in the toes. So that was pretty good for me. The next one is going to be doing some exercises with the resistive band. So this time, just put it around the big toe and then give it a little bit of tension and then curl that toe down. The other toes might go with it, that's fine, but you're just getting that resistance. Really try and control it. You can see that the coming up for me is a little bit difficult. I don't have, again, a lot of control in my toes as some people do, but if you feel like it's jumping back a lot, take the tension off of the band just a little bit and try and go down as far as you can and then control it coming back up. So again, just start off with maybe 10 of these and then work your way up from there if that becomes easy. And if you get to 20 to 25, then you can go more heavier resistive band. The next one I'm going to show you on this foot because you're doing some arch work going into what we call pronation and supination. So supination is coming up and then pronation is going down. So you want to kind of keep your toe down and your heel down and bring your arch up like that. And then come down and flatten it as much as you can. So you're just kind of rotating that foot up and coming back down. And those have a lot to do with that big toe, that first ray there, those muscles and tendons and ligaments. So that's just kind of stretching it out. So coming up into that arch and then flattening the arch down. So again, just starting off with 10 and kind of work your way up to there. Just a little pause at the end, 2 to 3 seconds, and then come back down and flatten it back out. Then if you have a massage ball, like a lacrosse ball, a tennis ball, something like that, just set it on the ground and kind of roll it around on your toes just to kind of stretch everything out. You can even go into the arch here, because most of the time if you've got that turf toe, you're going to have pain all the way down into the foot because those tendons and muscles go all the way down and then come up the leg. So you really want to kind of work that out as much as you can as well. And just, you can do 30 seconds and work your way up to about a minute with this one. And then the last one is just going to be spreading the toes out, almost like when you do your fingers and spread out like this. So just keeping your heel down, you can bring your foot up just a little bit so your toes have some room for movement, and then just try and spread them out as much as you can. You can see again, mine don't do a whole lot. The pinky goes more, but trying to go as much as you can. So relax, and then spreading out as much as you can, and then come back in. So again, just start off with about 5 of these, hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax. So those were your stretches and exercises for turf toe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you'd like to check out some other videos, go to AskDoctorJo.com. Don't forget to like us, and remember, be safe, have fun, pew, 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 and I hope you feel better soon.